Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Bakelite. Appreciate you being here. Today's face shave, will be with the Clix razor. These were bakelite, sold during World War II at the PX. If you soldier wanted one, you could grab one on the cheap, and you'd have one. I don't have the measurements yet. I will take them after the shave and post them in the description box, because I'm wondering what that blade gap does not look like much. But it's in good shape. It cleaned up well. It has a little scuffing on the top, but a lot of them do. So, bakelite, the first plastic. Okay, you know what we're going to try and do? We're going to try and do this with the glasses on. Using Hendrix Classic & Company soap, unscented, with 5 drops of Havana Breeze. Alright, now you can read it. Then we'll use the unscented PAA Star Jelly with 2 drops of the Havana Breeze and 2 drops in the HC&C Aftershave Balm. So we will smell like a Cuban humidor. And once again, I'm using my Q-Shave stainless steel bowl. And once again, my AKA Brushworx 26mm Synbad knotted brush, which I asked you guys to give me some names so we could name this brush. One of you guys said with the rose. Somebody said candy cream. One person said the red rocket. And then there was one person who understands me, who gets the dirty mind. And he said the tampon. And that's what we shall call it. See, it's white with streaks of red through it, just like a tampon. Thank you, Flat Cap Phil. Perfect name. Alright. Third use of the RK Chromium blade in this razor. I do have a pack. I can't find it right now. I'm looking for it. I don't see it offhand. I have to search for it. I got a shitload of single packs over here. I'd have to dig through it to find it. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hang on. You know what, guys? I love that brush handle. I'm not crazy about that Synbad knot. I'm really not. I prefer something a little... It's got backbone near the base, but the tips are super, super soft. And that's not me. I like them a little stiffer. I mean, it's really soft. If you want a really soft brush, that Synbad knot is the one you want. It's just not for me. Not my first shave with a plastic razor. but my first shave with a bakelite razor. I see PAA came out with the Artifact razor, and everybody's losing their goddamn mind trying to get one in and be the first to use it on camera. And everybody's using the damn thing, and everybody's creaming their pants about it. It's a bakelite razor, guys. Get over it. It's not even an original design. It's copied after the Evermoist razor. Control your shit. Seriously. It just goes to show you, and the same happens with soaps. When a soap comes out, everybody loses their shit trying to get it in to review it. Let it go. Relax. It will be there. You don't have to be the first. You don't get a prize for being first. As long as these artisans keep releasing shit and everybody keeps breaking their balls trying to buy it as soon as they can, as fast as they can, I don't care if I can't pay the electric or if I can't pay the rent this month, I'm buying these 15 soaps that came out this month. Oh! Relax. Chill. I go crazy spending. Pulling out of my savings, yes, instead of my just shave budget. But guys, some of these people, you guys, I know you have noticed it. Everybody's going ape shit over this Artifact. Hoffman's comes out with a new soap. Everybody's going ape shit over it. A&E comes out with a new soap. Everybody's going ape shit trying to get it. Relax. Calm down. Take a breath. Take a shot of bourbon. Hell, take a shot of tequila. Chill. Okay? Just relax. It's just, you know what? No matter what we do, guys, this is just shaving. Yes, YouTubers show people stuff they've never seen, new stuff, but being the first to show it doesn't mean everybody's gonna see it. It doesn't get you any prize. Just relax. Chill. I know somebody was like that in the early 2000s. They had to buy a new car every 2 or 3 years because even though the car looked the same on the outside, they kept buying the same car. They changed certain things on the inside. But because it had the newest, best, greatest shit on the inside, I gotta get it. Relax. Chill. All right. Do we know what happened in this state? Hang on a second. My notes won't stand up and they're falling in the water. Be right back. Sorry, back again. Oh, God. Now this thing wants to mess up. All right, November 15th, 1903. What happened? Yes, 1903. You guys should all know this one. A Mr. King C. Gillette patented the Gillette razor blade on this date, 1903. He got his patent. He was born January 5th, 1855, and died July 9th, 1932. He was not the inventor of the safety razor. He just invented the most popular version of it. The Kampf brothers in New York came out with the first safety razor, one of the first safety razors, one of the most popular. They had sold 6 million razors before Gillette even came out with his. Basically, they took a part of a straight razor and cut the blade and put it in a housing, and you stropped it to keep it sharp. That was the old, what they called the star razor. That was the first one. Well, one of the first ones. There's actually some before that, but that's the first widely known and one of the most accepted as the first safety razor. This Havana Breeze is a great scent. And you cannot, you're very, very, very hard pressed to beat Hendrix soap base. Pete's top shelf soap base is, guys, that's like applying silk to your skin. It is so smooth. Seriously. All right. Gillette was working as a salesman for the Crown Cork and Seal Company in the 1890s, and he saw bottle caps with the cork seal he sold, thrown away after the bottle was open. This made him recognize the value in basing a business on a product that was used a few times, then discarded, and not just once. Yeah, safety razors were invented in the mid 19th century, the mid 1874 or 75. The Kampf brothers and the first razor blades, like I said, were forged steel. This thing actually feels lighter than a damn disposable. Gillette, you guys have heard that he sold his razors cheap so that he could make his money selling razor blades. Well, cheap was $5 for the razor, and you got blades with it, and you got the little case and all that, right? Those are $5. That was equivalent to half a man's weekly salary back in 1905. It equated to $151 in 2020 money. So they were not cheap. We think they're cheap at $5, but back then they were not cheap. That was half of a man's salary for the week. And yet he still sold them by the millions at $5, and then made the killing on the blades. All right, he had an engineer that worked with him, who is one that really came up with the. Gillette had the idea for the blade. This guy actually developed the blade out of stamped sheet metal, steel, stamped sheet steel blades. And Stephen Porter was a machinist who worked with Gillette, and his drawings helped Gillette create the first disposable razor blade that actually worked. And William Emery Nickerson, an expert machinist and partner of Gillette, changed the original Gillette razor and modified it so it would hold the stamped steel blade more securely. And he also invented the machines that would make the stamped steel blades. Save that with a mouthful of soap. And Nickerson eventually made it to the board of directors for Gillette. So Gillette founded the American Safety Razor Company on September 28, 1901 to sell his products, his razor and his blades. He didn't get the patent until 1903. But he changed the company's name to the Gillette Safety Razor Company in July of 1902. So it was what? 9 months, 10 months that it was the American Safety Razor Company? He trademarked his portrait and his signature for the packaging of the razor blades. You've seen the pictures of Gillette on the razor blade packs, the old ones with the vintage ones that come with the razors, the blue box, and you see the picture of Gillette. He trademarked that and his signature, which is on that box. He trademarked both of those. Production for his razor actually began in 1903 when he got his patent, and he sold a total of 51 razors and 168 blades. That would almost make you want to quit, wouldn't it? 51 razors and 168 blades in the first year. The second year, though, he stuck to his guns. In the second year, he sold 90,884 razors and 123,648 blades. By sticking to his guns and going word of mouth off of those first 51 people and his advertising, he invested heavily in advertising. He got his sales up. Got a little bit through here. I'm good up here. The cheeks are fine. I'm going to do the neck one more time. The sales and distribution for his razors was handled by the Townsend and Hunt Company. And in 1906, Gillette absorbed Townsend and Hunt into the Gillette Corporation for $300,000. He bought Townsend and Hunt. I always want to say Hunt. Oh, why am I doing my face? Just doing the neck. So he bought it for $300,000 and made it part of his corporation, Gillette. And he refused to sell the rights to manufacture the razors or anything in Europe, because he saw Europe as a huge potential market. I'm just going to take this soap up. I'm not really doing anything. Just take the soap up. He saw it as a huge potential market. So he wasn't going to sell his anything, license it to anybody to make besides himself. Which ended up to be a smart move on his part. By 1908, remember he started a company in 1903. By 1908, in 5 years, he had manufacturing facilities in the United States, Canada, Britain, France, and Germany. And razor sales reached 450,000 units, and blade sales exceeded 70 million blades in 1915. 70 million blades in 1915 he was selling. And you know, most of them were in 5-pack boxes. And then World War I hit, and Gillette provided, the U.S. government bought the razors for Gillette, but they were provided for free to all the GIs, all the doughboys going over to Europe to fight World War I. They were all provided that razor. Most had only been shaving with a straight razor, and they got their Gillettes. And when they came back from the war, they were allowed to keep their razor. And guess what they needed when they came back? Blades. Yeah. So when that happened, when Gillette got almost, I believe it was exclusive right for soldiers to get razors. Anybody wanted anything else, I believe they had to buy their own. But that made millions of loyal customers, or hundreds of thousands at least of loyal customers. And it just about killed the competitors. It knocked them all in the dirt because they all came back and they all needed Gillette blades. And they all told their friends about the great shaves they were getting with their Gillette razors in the trenches. And now all their friends want Gillette razors. Still got just a wee bit right there. And in non-English speaking countries in the world back at that time, people, when they went to get blades, they were asking, they want the blades, they want the kind with the man's face on the box. That's what they wanted. That's how they would ask for Gillette blades. We want the kind with the man's face on the box. Give us those blades. But yes, 1903, November 15th, he got his patent. I still got a shit ton of slickness on my face. Why did I feel that before? Or I'm just being picky. I'm just being picky. It's like 2-3 hairs. Piece of stubble. I'm just being picky. Because I got so much freaking slickness on my face from this soap. Alright, one thing you did not know about King C. Gillette, he was a utopian socialist. He believed that corporations should be owned by the workers. He also believed everybody should live in one large community, and he envisioned a large city near Niagara Falls so Niagara Falls could provide electricity to the city. He believed everybody should work and live in the city. Do you also know that he was an author of 4 books? King C. Gillette wrote 4 books. One was The Human Drift, which is where he basically, it was published in 1894, where basically he came out as the utopian socialist that he was. The next was The Ballot Box, published in 1897, about how voting swayed economies, and that it was hard to describe the ballot box. For me, it really is. It's not. There's a whole lot of psychological BS with the way people vote, how they vote, what affects their voting, and everything. And then his other book, 1910, was World Corporation, where he was talking about workers should own the corporations and band together and buy the corporations, and everybody gets equal cut, equal pay. And then a follow-up to that book in 1924 was The People's Corporation, where he talked basically about the same thing. See, this brush really, if you like a really soft tips on your brush, that's a great brush. I like mine just a wee bit stiffer. Not like I'm going to take the knot out and throw it away or anything. I'm going to use the brush as is. Just, I would prefer if it was a little stiffer. Oh, wow. Oh, that Havana Breeze smells awesome, guys. I cannot stress to you enough I'm not an affiliate with HC&C. I get nothing for saying this, but I cannot stress enough to try their stuff out. It is fantastic. Pete is just killing it over there. I just squeezed soap into my ear. Alright, I got Q-tips, I'll get it out. Not the first time I've done that, is it, guys? Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had to take my smock off. I sweat my ass off. Alright. You ready? Okay. I don't need the Allen block. I know that. I'm just going with the Witch Hazel. I want to cut a little time, and I know I don't need the Allen block, so just go with the Witch Hazel. PAA, Star Jelly. Oh, wonderful. Love that scent. Alright. Really is a good scent. Smell like a Cuban humidor now. That's all I need. Because I don't like that heavy greasy feeling. I told you guys that before. If you do, go for it. Just put more on. I just don't like... It's not the balm feels greasy at all. It's just that if I put too much on, I can feel it hanging on my skin and not absorbing. It takes a little while for it to absorb, and I don't like that feeling. And besides that, that little bit of balm just completely did my face and my beard and mustache and now my dome and my arms. Alright guys, yeah, sorry I had to take the shirt off, but you're not seeing anything illicit, so I still got my pants on. Or do I? Alright, I'm not going to stand up and prove it. So, alright guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Don't forget the affiliate link. It's getting close to 25. When it hits 25, I'll buy a $25 gift card, give it all to you, give it out to you guys. And don't forget the 4 channels I will link in the description box. Give those guys a sub. We're just trying to increase everybody's numbers. They would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. And I will say this. Enough of the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.